I have been book shopping a lot recently and I have picked up some really exciting books I am so pleased to have on my shelves. So here is a very small haul of only 5 books that I've recently purchased. The first book that I have to haul is The View is Exhausting by Michaela Clemens and Anjuli Datta. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but we're just going to roll with it just now. I first came across this book in a video where they were recommending books based on your favourite Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and this book was recommended for people who really enjoyed The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and that is my favourite of the Taylor Jenkins Reid novels, so I was really pleased to pick this up when I spotted it. So this basically follows our main character, Whitmore Tagoni, I believe, who is an A-list celebrity actress who seems to have the most amazing whirlwind and newsworthy romance with fellow celebrity Leo Milanowski. However, what she doesn't want anyone to know is that that is completely fake, and this situation continues to work for them both until Whitmore learns something about Leo that will change this forever. I think this book should be really interesting to read, and I'm looking forward to picking up in the near future. The next book I have to haul is Behold the Dreamers by Mbolo Mbui. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Please bear with me, I am trying my absolute best. And this book is set in the early 2000s, just before the Great Recession of 2008, and it follows a Cameroonian couple who immigrate to the United States in order to chase the American dream and end up becoming connected with a very wealthy, well-established white American couple. However, when the recession hits, it impacts both these families very severely, and we follow the thread of events following the crash of the economy. I think that the premise of this book sounds really interesting, and I'm hoping that it will be a really excellent read when I come round to pick it up. The next book that I have to haul today is The Beloved Girls by Harriet Evans. This book is a historical fiction novel, but it begins in present day with the disappearance of Catherine, and it seems like the disappearance, the answer to why she has disappeared, lies in the summer of 1989 when Jane Lestrange came to stay with the Hunter family. I was really taken in by this premise, and I really enjoyed previous books I read by Harriet Evans, so I'm really pleased to have this one on my shelf. The next book that I have to haul is Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. This is a dual perspective novel where our first perspective is following Marion Graves, a trailblazing female pilot who disappeared in the year 1950, and the second thread follows Hadley Baxter, an A-list celebrity actress in Hollywood who, in the wake of a scandal, decides to play Marion Graves in a film adaptation of her life. I have actually read this book very recently and really enjoyed it, so it will be featured in a wrap-up on my channel very soon. The final book that I have to haul in today's video is Daisy Chain by Maggie Ritchie. This is a historical fiction novel where the beginning of the novel is set in Kirkcudbright in Scotland, and we follow 2 little girls who are best of friends. Lily, who dreams of being an artist when she grows up, and Jeannie, who longs to be a dancer. As the girls grow up, they distance themselves from one another, they just grow apart, until Lily finds herself in Shanghai and in a lot of trouble, and the only person she can turn to is her childhood friend Jeannie. What really drew me to this novel initially was that the beginning of this novel is set in Scotland, and Maggie Ritchie is a Scottish author, so I believe I'll probably pick this up in November, around about the time of Book Week Scotland, when I like to read Scottish authors in particular, so I'm really pleased to have this one for that time of year. So those are 5 of the books I've picked up recently. This is the first of many small book hauls because I cannot help myself, I just love to book shop. Please let me know if you've read any of these titles and if you have any thoughts of them. Also, please don't crucify me for how badly I pronounce some of those names. I'm trying my absolute best. And let me know if you've picked up any good books recently, because I'm always keen to pick up something new. And I will see you soon.